Okay, peace be upon you. I don't know why I keep saying okay. Okay, as in, I think I'm saying it to myself. Yeah, never mind, let's go. Because, yeah, the altar is, well, nothing is as it should be, but it is as it is. And we're gonna look at your energy. Okay. A Page of Cups. Series, a Knight of Wands. Incoming. Flame and Lightning. The Knight of Wands. Water and fire. When fire and water meet, you know what they say. Depends on the force that connects them. Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory in reverse. Universe in reverse. The Tower. World and Tower. Okay. Wow, there's so many. It's an energy of repression, which leads to explosion. Repression is never good. Never, never. Always leads to terrible. Whether meltdowns, doing the unthinkable, going to extremes, losing one's shit, inability to use common sense, to find balance, harmony, to pace down, to this is burning all stages, going straight to okay. And there's the world in between these two events here, which is a loss or a sensation of a loss because of either some external force or power against someone's will. Someone's focused on what made them lose something. And in between them, there's a world of distance, literally. So definitely distance here. The world, universe. There's either two worlds apart, goes the phrase, right? A clash happened here. And someone lost. But they want some form of victory here. At all, at any cost. Because something is literally imploding, but from the outside it looks like an explosion. Yeah. Okay, we have 3 major arcanas here. I have to be... Just a moment. Well, I always have to be careful, but... 5 of Cups. The King of Wands. As I said, someone wants a victory at all costs. A victory that was denied to them, to him. Masculine energy, right? 4 of Wands in reverse. They wanted something. Their foundations have been destroyed. Something has been denied, blocked, and shattered ultimately. Whether that's hope, dream, passion, desire. Something that they invested either effort or heart or passion into, or just simply sometimes it's just something that they absolutely felt that they had to have. They just want it. They decided that it's theirs, and lo and behold, the unexpected, the unfathomable, the impossible occurred here and broke this person away from the what they wanted. And it seems to no longer be recoverable, as in it's dead and gone. But somehow they can just simply cannot let that go. Yeah, they still want it. Aries, Leo, Sag energy, Scorpio. This is karmic energy in general or divine intervention. It depends. The host of the mighty. Why did it all? It's precisely what they've lost here, and it's put to rest, and it's dead and over and done with. Why do they feel that they still have to have it somehow? They didn't even Scorpionic energy here, 5 of Cups. Scorpio. They couldn't even fathom or process it emotionally. They didn't accept this destiny, this fate, this fated event, they recognize it as such, right? They recognize it as such. Yet somehow they feel that this shouldn't have happened. They're struggling to accept it, to see things for what they are. To 4 of Wands. Aries energy. King of Wands. 4 of Wands in reverse. They're saying, no, it's not over. I know there's nothing here, but it's not over. They've got nothing. Where does this stem from? It's a desire. It's just a desire. It's something that they cannot seem to neither control. It just moves. It propels them. It's really that simple. 5-5. The 5 of Pentacles is upright. Again, they're not accepting something. They know that it's beyond saving here. There's nothing that they can do. They feel that this has been imposed unjustly upon them. They cannot process it. They don't understand. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. What is this to do with? Okay. 9 of Cups, 5-5, 9-9. This must be a relationship or a connection. There are 2 people involved here. Everything is doubled here. 5-5. Lots of transformation, lots of karmic energy. 5 of Cups is kind of also karmic in a sense. 5 of Pentacles as well. Now we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. And Tower, Death. The World in reverse. They feel that literally that their world crumbled, collapsed. Literally, world, tower. Everything they felt they knew about reality, about their own life and existence in general, is all gone. It's all just stripped from them. Who did it? How did they do it? She did it. I told you there are 2 people here. King of Wands, Queen of Wands in reverse. He feels, 9 of Cups, that he wasn't granted his heart's desire, that someone may have lied or is overly independent to the point of literally destroying them in some sense. That's their perception. Because they still want something. They feel that she didn't, right? And that she's either already involved with someone else or she does what she wants, and this is bothering him. This is someone who's, by the way, also convinced that she's either dishonest, deceitful, manipulative. Usually the Queen of Wands in reverse, especially when she appears in this kind of a spread with these energies here. I mean, they're major arcana. Wow. 5-5, 9-9. 4 in reverse. 4 of Wands. 6 of Wands in reverse. That 10 of Wands. Someone is not accepting this ending. There's they did not anticipate it. There's trauma. This is trauma. This is shock, trauma. This is something that they could have never anticipated, or whatever this feminine did. It has him still wanting this, right? But at the same time, looking towards her as if she's an enemy. Why did you do this? What did you do? Do you realize what you've done? Why? This is someone who's asking why. He's not even processing it emotionally. Never went through the release, the mourning, the trying to, inquire, or it just hit them. They're still in a state of shock. Perhaps also because of the fact that they're fully aware of still wanting this. But they feel that she's she's portrayed or usually accused of having done some black magic, spell work, etc. In some sense, I guess it's true if we consider the fact that that's what black magic is, right? Or witchcraft is basically imposing someone else's will onto an otherwise some form of a natural process. No matter how painful, we're not allowed to get past certain limits, or then we enter that realm. So enforcing one's will upon another, for example, that we could consider, that's what they're kind of saying. What did you do to me? Because yeah, I can take the fact that you did what you had to do, fine. But why did you do it like that? Or why do you have this effect on me? Why can I not forget? Why can I not just release it? Why am I still stuck on this? On you? What did you do to me? And why? This can be obsessive energy towards feminine that's either not available, for whichever reason. She may actually be right. Or he perceives as an enemy. A feminine that's quite fierce, strong-minded, strong-willed, independent, and that takes no nonsense from no one. And she made sure that he knows that. She played no games. Cut him right out. And he's left there. What do I do now? Well, nothing. There's nothing you can do. You couldn't give her what she wanted, or needed, or required, or asked of you, or expected of you, or you were expected to give her. She just left. So, in reality, let's look at this feminine. He may not realize. I think this is someone that doesn't realize that she had a reason for doing this. That's why he's stuck in that why couldn't I have this? Why did you hurt me, break me in this manner? Break our partnership, our alliance, our whatever, our connection. So that's why we have, I guess, the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Someone that's coming with their heart in their hands, very fast, very fiery. It's that King of Wands, trying to approach. It's also the Traveler. They don't care about rules, or they're claiming the freedom of, pursuing what they want. Very fast, very fiery, determined, passionate, courageous, fierce. And usually no one sees them coming, and they tend to kind of just pass you by. In many cases, many don't even see them. Let's continue. I'm going to clarify this Queen. She has a reason and why she's completely closed off. He feels as if, we were meant to be. Four of Wands in reverse. We were meant to be. Why did you do this? Their world crumbled because of a decision that she made. To either leave them behind, block them out, put them in their place, whatever. They felt either offended, hurt, betrayed, used even. And it may be vice versa, but except she took a stance first. She was the first to cut. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, she made a decision. This is someone who did not ponder too much. She did not get stuck when she needed to make a decision. It may have been a bit hasty, impulsive. She lacked some form of a deeper insight or information here. But this is a conflict that, again, had someone lose at this end. I'm not sure if this feminine realizes. He feels he lost something that he still wants. He still believes in. He still deeply desires. wishes, and he's not accepting this ending. There's no way. No way. Nuh-uh. Nah. No. Nah. Make. Nah. He's not accepting it. Never, ever, under any circumstances. But is he doing anything? No. This is obviously unexpected, hidden energy here that's revealed itself. It's something that you may need to know, or be aware of. It's what they've been pondering, planning, what's happening at the other end that you're completely unaware of. Oh, Ace of Wands. It's an attack. Someone's sense of failure turns into a conflict. It's that Six of Wands into take the 4 and the 1 is a 5, both reversed. You take 1 out of the 6, you remain with 5. These are the 5. Things are tying in together. We're going deeper here. Anger, resentment, frustration, not being able to process something. Again, they feel that something was forcefully stripped from them. They're not accepting this failure. Again, they're very abrupt. They cannot process this. So they may be extremely either rude, coming in unexpectedly. Communication is problematic. They don't know how to convey. And it comes from, boiling up of frustration that it may turn to actual, hatred at this point. This is someone who is lost in between, desiring something that they absolutely hate because of what they know, or something with someone. Because of what they know and what they have now to process based on what they've experienced with this feminine. I believe they kind of see her, again, as problematic, hateful, vengeful, dishonest, or whatever. He may feel that she betrayed him, because with the 9 of Pentacles is speaking about also the harlot concept of this masculine, if they have this trust in feminines in general. So he's considering she's basically dating more people at once, or she doesn't want to commit. She's independent, but at the same time she's always in some kind of a relationship, sometimes more than one, or always exploring, and etc. So basically he feels as if he's been used for this purpose alone, intercourse, but the energy exchange was so intense, whereas he remained without nothing now. He doesn't want anyone else. You know what this means, right? He cannot perform. Something happened to them that has a physical impact. He can't perform. And he's wondering why. Well, because he's in love with the feminine. With this feminine specifically. It's past love. This is just, this is turning quite problematic here, because it's not processing it. No stages here, no order, no. Everything he does or feels or thinks, it constantly goes back to her. That's why we have all of these double. It's her. Why am I thinking? I cannot think of anything else. I want her. I'm not interested in this and that. If they had other options, or the relationships, 4 of Wands in reverse, if they were living with someone, or again, highly problematic right now. So they gotta move in some sense. Page of Cups and Knight of Wands. After what they want, which by the way, it is in the heart, but it's not being processed properly. What they feel is true, it's intense, it's deep, but they're not processing it. I think they're accepting the fact that they absolutely are in love with this feminine, but almost as if they hate themselves for being in love. Again, this is no measure of her. This is how he perceives it. It's all in his head, whether because of lack of information, what happened over there in their life, or, as I said, I called it. It's a 5 of Wands. I called it. The 4 and the 1, I saw it from that 6 we had. I felt it. You always feel a 5 of Wands. I mean, you feel them all in different ways, but sometimes they speak louder depending on how they connect with one another, where they appear, depending. But Here it is. The two in reverse, it's impossible for them not to lead to a clash, a conflict. Someone wants this, even if they're lost all hope for them to be able to turn this around, they're coming either way. Precisely, perhaps, let's once and for all, let's settle this. He wants to ask why. Hermit. The feminine is in hermit mode. I'm going to further clarify. King of Pentacles in reverse. She went into hermit mode immediately. She did what she had to do. And it seems that she went against herself, her own desires. That's why she's reversed. She went into hermitage. There's the egg right there. She went into deep meditation, dark night, shadow work, etc. Isolation. This feminine dated no one. There's no one. Why? She's still hoping that he's actually going to do what she was expecting him to do. Make a decision on whether they want this commitment or not. He did not offer commitment. Player or King of Wands. No, I do what I want. Yeah, look at you now. You did what you wanted. Right? He may have perceived that this feminine is either overly demanding, entitled, defying him, challenging. No, she wasn't playing any games. She meant what she said what she meant, she did what she meant, she did what she said, etc. She said what she did. And she went into hermit. I'm better off alone. And the King of Pentacles is reversed. With this thought in mind that he never got, I do believe he kind of knows. He's still coming in Knight of Wands. Passion, passion, passion. I want it. Desire, lust, entitlement, etc. Right? So if anyone was playing the field here or was keeping their options open, it's them. Player, spilling the seed all over the place. Do you know what happened? Well, there's no more seed to spill, let's just say it. Unless, of course, they're trying to, choke the chicken. Father, forgive me. All on their own. Thinking of her. Love and hatred. Intense passion, lust. In reality, the trigger here was, no one does this to me. I get what I want when I want it. Well, she showed you otherwise. Who's the bish now? Three of Pentacles. Yeah. This feminine said, are you going to work with me? Or, no, but we'll do, maybe, we'll see. Well, yeah, here, there, we'll see, everywhere. Yeah. Like, bish, what? No, I'm not playing with you. What do you want to do? He either started lying, being evasive, secretive, bullshit, all of it, and said, this, we're not going to work together. And she actually stood on business. Said, nah, boy, bye. Wow. So yeah, we were correct. This is a victory that a false, well, something that could have been a victory, but it's a victory for the feminine. So he's right about that. The thing that he seems to kind of miss here is that this failure that he's feeling and lost, and he brought it on himself. It's Nine of Cups. Yeah, boy, you brought it on yourself. You didn't free yourself. You weren't available. This is someone who was not available. They were either in the midst of separation, some toxic connection there with that Four of Wands in reverse, Ace of Wands. Very toxic environment and life that this person may have had. The Magician in reverse. Yeah. Lies, deceit, smoke and mirrors, playing mental games and mind games. And so, boy, nah. She entered Queen of Wands energy. She said, yeah, you know what? No, I'm going to stand on my business here. I know what I deserve. I know what I can work with, and this is not it. Go, do, live however you please, but the Three of Wands. Six of Swords. Yeah, she moved away. She said, let me look elsewhere. Let me just keep on going. There's distance here, and you left them. with their world upside down. Literally, they got stuck. I can't believe this happened. Well, yeah, it did. You knew what you needed to do. You should have just said that you couldn't. Let me sort out the situations. And because, yeah, it happens. You meet someone while you're in the midst of something else. But do your cleaning. Do your business. Brothers and sisters. Don't put it on someone else. Don't put them on the back burner. Put them on pause. You put your life on pause. Allow me or grant me access to you however I please, in and out, basically use you as a valve, as a whatever. And we'll see. We'll just see. Just trust me, bro. 5 of Swords. A clash here happened. He didn't like what she had to say. She didn't like what he did not say, basically. And someone won. Well, it wasn't him. Page of Pentacles in reverse, because he never even attempted to make a genuine offer, whether for friendship, for honesty, for truthful communication, to be vulnerable, speak, communicate with her. And now it's easy to vilify her. Look at her, Lilith spirit, Jezebel, the witch, the whatever, the harlot, the Bab, whatever. Look at her. Yeah, look at her, the foolish man. Look at you. Look at you. Why do I feel that he's there? 6 of Cups. You're right. That's why you're not going into the 5. You're holding that connection. You cannot let it go. That was a sincere, genuine connection. In the heart. You filled each other's cups. It was beautiful. You made your choice. Or rather, you failed to do it. Who's to blame for that? Would you want a feminine that doesn't demand what she knows she needs and is deserving of? Would you like your feminine to allow herself to be treated like you treated her? King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So, let's look further at our Queen of Wands. Reversed, disrespected. And she'd better be pissed, because this person is coming for a conflict. If anyone has the right to defend themselves here, or to speak, or to, yeah, it's her. She was in hermit. She waited for him to come right. King of Pentacles. Still reversed. Page of Pentacles. But he's coming now as a Page of Wands and a Knight of Wands, a Page of Cups. A page? What am I going to do with that fucking cup over there? It's half empty. You allowed the whole fucking continent to drink from it. And now you're giving me whatever's left over there. What am I supposed to take you back, raise you, heal you, grow you? Fix you, or no, go fix yourself. When you're a man, come back. Guess we're gonna leave it here. Queen of Wands. Temperance in reverse. She's right. She wasn't met halfway. She wasn't treated properly, cherished, respected. Even in conversation and communication, almost as if she was talking to the walls. This is the level of disrespect this feminine will not accept. You're done with her. You pushed the wrong button. If she pretends as if she said nothing, what she has to say, her feelings, her needs are just, dust in the wind. And like, well, we're just going to scrap it and throw it in the trash. Yeah, you might want to think about that again. Chariot, Cancerian, strong Cancerian energy. She's saying again, this is not going to go in. This is disastrous. She saw it from the get-go. From the get-go, there were no foundations. 4 of Wands. We cannot build anything. hey, go ahead, explore. If you're in the Fool energy, Magician in reverse, and bullshit, and live life as if it's a movie, and fine, perfect, you do you. Except we seem to be in different stories here. Our worlds simply are not compatible. You're going south, I'm going towards my north here. And I'm gonna keep going. Nor you, nor what I feel for you, nor even if you're my twin flames. Well, I guess next time around. Ah, yes, strength in reverse. She had to self-restraint here. I feel there was self-restraint in regards to her choosing to go against herself, against what she wanted. Rather than seeking to tame or change or convince this person of anything, she spoke. The person, well, did not show up as she needed the person to do, and she just cut. Even if it was the last thing she would have wanted to do, it's an exercise of force that others may perceive as even cruel, violent, aggressive, unjust, unfair, but definitely unexpected. She turned around and said, you think I'm going to take you to what? Tame you, raise you, change you, convince you? No, no, boy, no. No, we're not doing that. I'll just set you loose. I've conquered my own. That's what strength is. Sometimes you have to go against what you want, because it's the right thing to do. Not everything is ours to subdue, to change, to tame, to... you see, the lion is outside, as in of hers, and she doesn't really have a direct contact with. She offered affection, right? The lion went on to attempt to bite her and lie or disrespect her. If my love, me, I wasn't enough here, standing here, then that's it. You go, right? He turned around, he started kind of seeking for something, and she felt it, and she said, yeah, I release you. There you go. Keep on going. Don't look back, right? And I see you. You're going south. You're moving away from me. We are happy here. But yeah, Temperance in reverse. Chariot in, again, major arcanas. And the Eight of Wands. Someone moved in another direction. Communication may have started to be either one-sided, problematic. Yeah, someone made their choice to move in another direction, and they had to exercise a strength or a force, or again, it seems as if she knew she was going against her, but at the same time she knew that there's no other way. You have to let go. But she paid dearly for this as well. No wonder it triggered the dark night. She went into shadow mode, because we know why. If she would have been able to genuinely make a choice in a manner that would have been positive in the long run for either of them, she would have chosen to be there. But sadly, again, this lion had somewhere else that they wanted to be. They weren't there, present fully or balanced. So it's about what they want, what they need, when they need it. When she was supposed to, again, be there, put on pause, sit there, right? Wait for me. Be at my own disposal, disposition. And the Three of Cups. There was happiness here. But of course this also speaks of her inner feelings. Since they have such a strong connection, she felt the pain of feeling that his heart is either, or mind, or time, or attention is elsewhere. She felt it. There was someone else. He was trying to kind of share this. That's why it's Page of Cups. He's got enough, well, he used to have enough wand to go around, but when it comes to cups, or pentacles for that matter, Nine of Cups, the one that used to be reversed, speaks of her finding happiness within herself. Again, she was already complete within herself. What the situation or this person may have expected is for her to just put up with everything, with his moods, his tones, his, right? Almost as if let's just say it, she was his pet, right? Not the other way around. She was unwilling to subdue. This is someone who has either, let's just say it, They may come from a culture. There's distance here, as I said. That may have been a problem. He may have expected her to go towards him as well. She said, nah, we're not doing that. What for? So he's definitely upset. So he recognizes her as something that he absolutely needs. Whatever he's received from her, that affection, the acknowledgement. He was happy too. They're very different beings, by the way. But at the same time, he may have some, you see this energy of the Nine of Cups? He sees the feminine rather as a means to an end in some sense. He's not used to empowered women. Even if they were to consider to get into a commitment, he's expecting that feminine to be absolutely, subdued by him, vice versa. Not his equal, he doesn't know how that works. That's why there's no Chariot here. Equals, right? So yeah, either it's gender roles and etc. And Judgment in reverse, yeah. This relationship is true. He's right about it. That's why he's dangerous now. He knows that there's no way to recover this. Too many major arcanas. Sisters, if you know who this person is, don't be shocked when they appear. Stand ready to either, stand your ground. Don't show any weakness or vulnerability, or this lion over here is coming with the intent of harming you. If you're not mine, you're no one else's. This is a person, again, who sees the feminine in a specific manner. They usually tend to get also, God forbid, aggressive towards her and subdue, dominate her by force, since he lacks the grace, the patience, the humility, you're not gonna own me, you're not gonna win one over me, you're not gonna go against what I want, when I want it, you're gonna do what I tell you. He got the wrong one. Oh boy, he did. Yes, he did. Nine of Swords. Again, expect them to do something because they're losing their schlit. They're about to move. They're breaking the chains. They're escaping. Literally, this is the escape energy. With the Chariot in reverse, unexpected visit or income. With that Five of Wands, poor one in reverse, etc. They want what they want here, and some form of a reunion. But they come in that conflictual energy. Still highly disrespectful. Judgment is in reverse. It's also saying that it's highly problematic. It only brings trouble. If you can, don't even see or talk to them. Just outright phone someone. Should they, God forbid. And if they contact you again, abstain from responding. Let them find an outlet or some elsewhere. To them, you don't exist. Ace of Pentacles. Moon. And again, another five again. That Five of Cups in reverse we had there, again. They want what they want. They cannot accept that they did not get it. Here's that egoism that he's consuming. It's impossible. I have to get what you... No. Judgment says no. Not going to happen. Chariot says no. We had the Nine of Cups in reverse initially. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Wands. Ace of Wands in reverse. Six of Wands in reverse. Boy, it's not going to happen. Most importantly, the Strength in reverse. Queen of Wands says, yes, it is. But he's reaching some form of culmination. Almost as, I can do this. I'm losing the schlit. And he's about to do something foolish. Ah, yes, Justice in reverse. Something foolish. Libras. You did nothing wrong. As a matter of fact, you're advised to continue with this attitude. Protect yourself. This person doesn't deserve to even polish your shoes. What am I even saying? Clear the floor in front of you. Exists nowhere in your surroundings. No one's going to tame him. He has to learn to do that all on his own. This is not your lion. It's someone else's. There was a powerful connection here, but I strongly feel this is a karmic connection. We call it the false twin. He mimics, and this is the ultimate trial. It usually also can trigger the shadow work. Then again, the twin can do that as well. But this is someone who mimics, as in feels as if you've known them lifetimes, not one life. You've always known one another, right? But sometimes it can be that spirit spouse that ultimately brings you that ultimate trial, and again embodies the false twin. You felt you known them, you felt so intensely, and that was the test, and you won. You passed it. As for them, that's their problem. Justice is reversed again. And this is their perception towards you, Queen of Wands in reverse, that you're unfair, that you're deceitful, that you're manipulative, that way too intelligent for your own good. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. He's trying to flip that Four of Wands, right, back to the fours. What is he trying to establish here? Well, nothing. Nothing per se. This is a spying energy. He went and lost his schlit there. Obsessing, overthinking, strategizing, plan. That's what he was doing with his downtime. The feminine was in hermit, and he's strategizing and planning and trying to find for a way. I get it. He's trying. Why? How could she do this? He's the victim. No, he's not. But he's planning. I told you. And I strongly feel this. Them being able to find out where you live somehow. They've been watching. I'm not joking here. That's what they've been doing in this downtime, the silence, the lack of communication, or even people around them may not know about this obsession they're having, fixated on this feminine. Look at this, she's doing this, she's doing that. That's how he sees it. That's their mentality. That's how narrow it is. Especially, that's how, whatever feelings he may have, but in general, he doesn't care about her health, her happiness. You see? Happiness, her Seven of Cups in reverse. He still may think that she's just exploring, she has options. Well, yeah. Does that mean that she's looking for them? Or if she does, what's your problem? I believe what burns them truly is the realization that he doesn't have options. Nothing works. No one works. No one. They may see through them. They may feel this boiling in them, this hatred towards her, this resentment. Why? Because he's no longer there to kind of feed off of her energy, receive his cuddles, his attention, his, right? Oh, Ace of Swords in reverse. Again, an attack, spying energy, yes, gathering information, intelligence, right? Yeah, and some form of a verbal attack, accusation, and right? Too many major arcanas. You know who you... Oh, King of Wands in reverse again. This person is dangerous to you, sisters. That's why I may have felt that the masculine is watching here. They may be watching you, and that's the message. Constantly. The moon. Yep. They're there. King of Pentacles in reverse. Still not willing to really come right. They can't. They may feel that you're already kind of... there's the spying energy again. They may feel or are convinced that you're taking offers, or someone is already in your life, or you're dating someone, that you have viable options here. The Six of Swords, the distance. You've moved away, they may be coming towards you. Again, that distance and traveling energy. Hierophant in reverse. Two of Swords again in reverse. The Three of Swords in reverse, they're saying, no, you're going to do what I want. And here's that conflict again. This is a terrible conflict that I would strongly advise you to avoid at all costs. Protect and defend. At the first signs, right? However he may approach you, whatever you see strange, or if you have them blocked, remove, or even the communication and the screenshot, and remove them from any list, phone list, agenda, a phone book, sorry. Remove them. Ace of Pentacles says, There's an amazing opportunity upcoming for you. And if it's a spirit spouse under the guises of a false twin here, they feel that. They feel that you're coming into a new chapter. You're beginning to build something entirely new. They may be right, actually. I feel they feel it because they may be right about this offer incoming. Because they're spying, they feel it. They may have interpreted that because of observing you, and something may have shifted in your energy. But either way, being so obsessive about you and having that connection with you, they usually tend to know if you're about to accept a new cup. Yes, Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there they are. Someone's losing their shit. They're about to do something they're going to regret. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Wheel in reverse. Again, this is someone who cannot let go of something, but they're neither willing to invest either. As if it's just going to happen. As if they're owed something. No. Devil. Yeah, the connection is still there. Very problematic one. Five of Pentacles, an attempt to kind of come out of the cold, turn things around. And Queen of Cups. He may be upset also because this is how he perceives her. That he loves her, but she never loved him. She just, played him, or nonsense. Four of Cups. In this case, it's surround yourself with people again, inform others, and don't lose. Stay alert. It's what this is saying. Yeah, stay alert. Because this can be a very isolating kind of an energy. A bit distracted. Well, a lot distracted. Don't daydream. Stay on top of your business. Queen of Pentacles. Yes, you may be actually already starting a connection with someone that's going to lead to long term. So, I'm warning you, someone does want to come back. And boy, they're even a more so horrible person now towards you. The yoke. Yeah. Aye. Devil energy. A binding, a contract, a promise, a covenant, position of authority. Again, there's this energy of needing to involve someone or inform someone should they attempt to contact you. Don't underestimate them. Time to act. The Lion in reverse. As I said, they're losing the shlit. Here's that lion we saw. It's coming back. And they're not happy. It doesn't matter. Don't try and convince them of anything. Go on with that same energy. Realizing that this is not someone you can talk to right now. The emotions were intense. Someone couldn't process them. Great happiness. You're safe and protected. And I believe that's what they hate. She just went on to be happy without me, and I'm sitting here. I cannot do anything. My dongle doesn't work. Yeah. Do your work. That's your job. Achieve the growth, right? Beware of great pride. Beware. This, I feel you felt this in this person. Pride. I get what I want when I want it, but they think so highly of themselves that they cannot believe that this feminine. Who do you think you are? To ask or expect or demand and commitment, and the two-faced friend. Yeah, I feel you felt it. He may be a lion, but you turned into this cat over here. Definitely scratched his ego there. And the broken ring. Someone could not accept it. There is you owe nothing to this person, okay? Don't let them convince you otherwise. You know why you had to part ways. This karmic cycle, and not just with them, in general, and for you, is completed. It's done. It's over. What they do now, it's their job. They're at a different stage. A lot of work to do. You can pray for their soul, I guess, but that's great worry over nothing. As in, they cannot touch you. You're danger. The bear. An attack here again by someone who believes themselves to be l'ombelico del mondo, belly of the world. Father, forgive him. Marriage. They feel it. This feminine is about to be off the market. They feel it. Then again, the spirits tend to kind of permeate everything, right? They understand the dynamics. When someone achieves the healing, in this manner, takes their power back, dominates that inner lion, exerts genuine strength in doing what needs to be done, staying true to themselves, their values, choosing themselves, and so on. Once they've completed the work, for some it takes quite a while, and because again, there has to be a connection there. That's the sacrifice. What do you choose? Your higher self, your intuition? Do you trust yourself? Or do you want to play that game? Oh, we'll see, maybe it's all in my head. Or no. Feed the lion, maybe you'll tame them. No, we're not doing that. I tamed my own lion. Period. Yeah, being King of Pentacles in reverse. So there was a purpose to this encounter, but the other person is not letting go. May you be protected, healed, sealed, guided and protected on your path. Moving forward looks amazing, but I pray for your protection now, whomever you are, sister. Don't underestimate. There's a reason why you mustered the strength. Your inner knowing was so powerful. You either had a deja vu of some sort. Also in regards to their habits, their patterns, that you almost saw your life with them ahead of you. And it's like, nah, we're not doing this. I know the process. I know the pain involved, the suffering, the main male in reverse. They cannot accept it. That you did not accept them as they were. This is the kind of a man that, oh, she's trying to change me, right? And you're not doing it. Toil and labor, you said, we're not doing this. I know what's ahead here. Nah. Do the work on yourself. You must be someone else's masculine, regardless of the connection. As for her, her stability is with someone else. Marriage, upcoming relationship with a different masculine. Oh yeah, 4-4. It's a courtship stage. It's entering your energy. You feel it. New home, family, building something beautiful together. Warm, loving. The chaos is done for. And here's your pathway. Here's the light waiting for you. Keep going. Let spirits guide you, okay? As you have up until now. So, again, that's the spiritual dynamics. Once you win a spiritual battle here, and that's how you perceive that you recognize it. Say, okay, I feel I've already gone through this, okay? Whether in this life or another, I know. I already know what's going to happen here. And boom, yeah. And you had to, again, take that courage or leap of faith or painful one opposite to this person. Even though what you really wanted is to love them. But yeah, you stayed true to what you knew to be right. You trusted your intuition. And you came back in your power. For some, again, the process is difficult. Then, did I do the right thing? Maybe they'll come back around. They change that. No. Sometimes if they're the true twin, yes. But the true twin, they wouldn't keep away from you this long. They would have done the work. And hurry up back to you. Healed, restored, wise, in full truth and right. But not this one. As you've seen, the kings, the most he's got is a Page of Cups and Knight of Wands. The rest is reversed. This is an enemy energy. This is a person that's dangerous to you because they hate you for not having done what they wanted you to do. They feel they've lost in some. Again, it's a power struggle. It's ego. It's bullshit. So immature. So much work for this person to do. It's how they saw that connection. They, took you for granted and said, oh, she's going to be there. That's how it usually works for them, right? Magician, they think they got it all figured out. And, well, it doesn't work with you. It did not work with you. And that's what they hate. They hate themselves because weakness or vulnerability has been revealed, right? For someone who's that prideful, they cannot have that. Strong fire in their chart, of course, mercurial energy. There's some Virgo as well, but I feel that's rather in the feminine chart. As for all the kings were reversed. We have no emperor here. Then again, no, Empress, this was not a connection for the two of them to actually be, you know, divine counterparts. And no. There is marriage, but for the feminine. I feel he's feeling that energy. He's hurrying up, back up. And we know that because, hey, it's the season, right? These are the people who are escaping their own work. They've been given opportunities for redemption, for healing and restoration, and to, you know, overcome, tame that inner, conquer something within themselves, right? Muster spiritual discernment, strength, clarity, illumination, self-empowerment, and so. But no, they're going to point fingers, blame, seeking others' resources they can, you know, exploit, or period. So that's who they are, and they're just escaping their own tower over there. They're escaping it, or they're blaming it on you. You're at fault. So what do they intend to do? Force you to be with them, or what? Because they're not going to put too much effort in. There's that initial faint cup there, and let's communicate until they get their foot through the door. Then they pull out the wand. Let's use once again, you know, sexual magic, chemistry, because it works. Not on this feminine. He was convinced that it did. He translated love in that matter. He must have felt, I must have intense feelings because, you know, the intercourse was good. But no, fool, no. Not when you're intimate with that kind of a feminine. That's intense. It's transformative, and it's also karmic. Play around and find out. So, yeah, it triggered their own process of transformation and restoration. They just didn't go through it. Quite on the contrary. Why did you do this to me? That's what they're saying. Why did you open this new world of feelings and to me? Because they're refusing it. They're saying no. No to love, no to truth, no to compassion, to honesty, sincerity, intimacy, genuine, emotional intimacy, and so on. They said no to it. They have the freedom to, but you're not to blame. No one is, for that matter, right? You've done your part. You've taken this as a lesson, and you've taken it for what it was, a challenge, a trial, an opportunity for growth and expansion. They've taken it as some form of a curse in disguise because they also want it at the same time, right? This is like someone that is literally only using people as if they were, you know, snorting Coca-Cola up their ears or something, whatever. That's kind of angel dust much here. Either way, highly unstable person. Not trustworthy, dangerous, and confirmation. Sometimes people come back to confirm something, reveal. And if you're seeking for the closure, you may have idealized. The more you stray from the past, right? You may have even attempted to idealize, to see the good qualities, to hold your hopes high, and there's nothing wrong about that. But this is the harsh reminder. No, you were absolutely correct. And far worse than that, right? You can add to whatever you imagine them to be capable of doing when it comes to harming you, or foolishness, and and far more than that. I do believe the sign they've shown you was beyond the shadow of a doubt. They either demanded something from you in a manner that was like, you know, you fool, I expect you to do that. They didn't ask, they didn't inquire, they didn't communicate. They just told you what to do, basically. You were like, I beg your pardon? That was it, that they pushed that button. That was where something was triggered within you, whereas you realize, oh, this is my cue, this is my signal here. Deja vu. Powerful deja vu, I feel here, all the doubles. And you say, I went through this before. I'm supposed to do the opposite of what I feel called to. And that's exactly what you did. And no one taught you, you see? There's no lesson like the one you yourself have conquered. No strength like the one that you've conquered. But you also now know that everybody has to go through the same trials and battles all on their own, including him. This is the resistance. And many within humanity go through this. I warned you, many will lose their schlit. Some may be because they may feel, and I have this strong feeling about this masculine, when it hits them, that they may feel that it's too late. They've strayed too far. They repeated the same patterns, the same lies, deceit, corruption, etc. They've kept failing. They've kept being weak. They didn't lie, right? Succumbing to, lower level instincts, and to the point where they feel it's too late. And when that happens, when someone feels they've got nothing to lose, either someone becomes a hero or an anti-hero like him. Either way, they're hard to be stopped in general, unless, of course, they're dealing with someone extremely smart, saw this coming all the way back there, whenever the two of you met, and put an end right there. Little did you expect that this will just boil over and come to this level now, whereas they think they have some right over your life, your freedom, your love life, your... Nah. Again, entitlement. So just make sure you just stand your ground. No. Block, remove. Should you receive any sign from them, don't respond, and make sure you inform someone. Inquire, consult yourself, if need be, including the law, right? If need be. A masculine, etc. Take good care of yourself. Then again, you're quite capable of taking care of yourself and handling this, but I'm just saying, don't underestimate a man that's losing his schlit and is blaming a woman for his ruined life. He's like the alcoholic. That bitch took the home and the children from me, right? But you're a drunkard. No, I only started drinking afterward. Yeah. Accountability. He needs to grow up. Take good care of yourselves. Shalom.